What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to my 50th episode. I'm going to be fly fishing for just about an hour this evening. We have had very unsettled weather today. We've had about 20-mile-an-hour winds, off and on rain. We had one torrential downpour around 3 o'clock, and it was just steady rain for about a minute, and it let right up, and it's pretty nice right now. And I'm going to be looking for salmon, brown trout, occasional brook trout. Them are kind of a bonus out of here. And looks like we're running a little high, but we're still going to give it a try and see if we can find some fish. I'm hoping after these storms that move through, I'm hoping it's going to be some good fishing. So we're going to get after them and see if we can find some fish on some dry flies. Really kind of a sketchy walk over here. Yeah, I'm not even gonna, I was gonna walk around there, but these rocks are just way too slippery. Yeah, I'm actually turning back. I was gonna fish my little waterfall hole there, but these rocks are dangerously slippery, so I'm not even gonna risk it. I'll just fish these pools and see how the fishing is there. I was hoping it was warm enough for long enough that the rocks would be dry, but they're certainly not. Being very careful on these rocks because they are very slippery. We do have some little fish rising in here. I'm not sure what they are, but it's the second or third little fish I've seen rise. Oh, I was just stripping this dry fly in and something hit it on the move. There we go, fish, fish. Nice little fish. This is a nice little something. This is a strong little fish, whatever it is. He went right upstream. And I can't tell what we have. I think it's a brook trout, but could be a brown. Strong fish, whatever this is. Okay. Yeah, that's a strong brown. Here we go. That's about a 12-inch brown, but what a strong fish. That fish is incredibly strong. All right, we're gonna get this fish unhooked and get him back in. Okay, there we go. What a fish. There we go. And he's heading downstream. Very nice. For as small as that fish was, that's the hardest fighting brown I've caught all year. Caught it off of this elk hair caddis. All right, last cast right here. All right, we're gonna change location. There's really too much water in some of my other holes, and I really don't feel like walking on these rocks because they are incredibly slippery. So I'm gonna head down river a ways and see how it looks down that way. All right, coming up to spot number 2. River looks like it's moving pretty good. I didn't see a car in here when I pulled in, so hopefully the fishing's okay. All right, so I haven't seen any fish rising yet. Doesn't mean there's no fish here, just means I haven't seen them rise. Really not much of a hatch tonight. There's not much to really match up to. That last spot I was at, I saw a few fish rising, but I don't exactly know what they were rising for. There's normally fish on this downstream current line, but for some reason these fish are always hard to get. I saw the first fish rise over there, pretty much out of casting range. Fish rose right behind my fly. Oh, one jumped right behind that. That was off camera. I was dragging this in, one jumped just behind it. Looked like a little brown. And that's actually the second one tonight that's hit with this actually on the move. It's strange. Normally the fish here don't act like that. But that's the second one tonight that's actually hit this when I've been peeling this in. Just for the heck of it. I'll try that down here with this fish. I'm going to cast this out. I'm not even going to let it drift. As soon as I get this out there, I'm going to just kind of strip it in and see if I can get any attention on it. Oh, yep. There we go. There we go. That's crazy. I've never caught fish like that dragging a dry fly on the top. I let this fly drift right through that same exact area and the fish wouldn't even touch it. But skim this on the surface and immediately that fish came up for it. Probably a nice little brown. Brown? Yeah, a little brown. I gotta grab the net. These rocks are terribly slippery. There we go. Little brown. It's like a 10-inch brown. Okay. Off it goes. Nice and easy. All right, so that's potentially a pattern for the evening. A pattern I've never actually had success with, but it's working, so I'm gonna keep with it. And that fish actually hit that, I think, twice. He came up once and hit it a second time, I believe. Oh, another fish hit it. Another fish hit it on the drag. That is amazing. I've never had that happen before. Oh, there we go, another one. That was actually a different fish. That could be a smallmouth, but same thing, hit it on the drag. I think we have a smallmouth. Yep, smallmouth. There we go, little guy. That is so cool. Oh, there we go. There we go, on the drag. On the drag again. So I don't know if that's a technique I've just never done, but that is working unbelievably good this evening. It's another nice brown, a little bigger than the last one. There we go. Yeah, a little bigger. That's probably 11, 12-inch brown. There we go. Nice brown. Okay. There he goes. All kinds of energy. This fly is pretty much drenched. Thank you. So I'm starting to see a hatch come out, but I'm not sure what it is. Appears like it could be a mayfly hatch, but I'm not positive. I haven't actually been able to snag one yet. Could be a small caddis hatch. I just had a fish turn on that subsurface. No contact with the fly, but one definitely rolled on it. Little fish. There's a bunch of tiny, tiny, tiny fish in here jumping. All right, I'm gonna head upriver a little. Oh, little fish. Little fish. That was like an 8-inch something. It actually looked like a brook trout. Oh, that fish hit it again. That fish hit that subsurface. I had a big splash out in front of me here. Fish jumping all over this place. All right. There's a fish about a foot below where my fly is. Something just hit it. Just swum underneath that. Unbelievable. That was a nice fish. That could have been a... Oh, there we go. Oh, man. So many fish right here, but it's so calm that... Oh, that's a nice fish. That is a nice fish. It is so calm that these fish like just are kind of swirling next to it because they can probably see the line. That one was by far the best of the evening. Oh, this fish all over here. Come on. Oh, that was another nice fish. It's a hard thing about fishing in flatter water like this is the fish can pick up on your fly line so much better. The first few fish I was catching, there was enough current that I think it was hiding the signature of my fly line, but in this shallow water here, they're not actually contacting the fly, they're jumping like right next to it. That was like another 16-inch brown. Same thing, the thing hit it on the move. Actually, you know what? That's a perfect time. I'm gonna swap flies out. This one's drenched, and instead of threading that back on, I'm gonna put a different one on. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm heading upriver a little bit. There's so many fish jumping up through here. I'm not spending any amount of time in one spot. I'm only taking 5 or 10 casts in one spot because, you know, the fish get onto me pretty fast. So I'm gonna just move upriver and see if I can get into another batch of fish. This is actually a good rock to be walking on, even though it's wet. It's just jagged enough so you can negotiate it without slipping. Yeah, nothing on that guy. All right, this is our little guy right here. Oh, he's right under it. Yeah, he's got it. There's like 3 other fish with him. I'm trying to get him away from that other bunch of fish. This looks like a little brown. Come on, little guy. Come on, little guy. Come on, little guy. There we go. He's in. He's in. Another little brown. Right in the top of the mouth there. We'll get him back in very shortly. Okay. Off he goes. That one was super cool. I casted and saw that fish come up from downstream, look at it for about half a second, and he took it. Yeah, see, these fish are pretty smart. There was at least 3 other fish with this one, and I didn't see one come up for this. Oh, he missed it. He missed it. Again, that fish hit that when it was actually moving. Right over a fish right there. It's amazing. You catch 1 or 2 fish out of an area, and it's like them fish are onto you. Right. Gonna head north a ways. There we go. He hit that on the move. This thing was moving. That's probably a bass. It looks like a bass. I was gonna say, that would be very unnatural for a trout to hit this moving that fast. Yeah, just a little bass. Chunky bass, though. I mean, that's a solid bass. For only like a 10-inch bass, that thing is solid. Super strong. Nice little bass. Alright, just had a fish rise. Just about cast length. There we go, he got it. That looked like a big one. I cannot get control of this fish. He came right downstream. He's still hooked. All right, I got control of this fish. He's not as big as I thought he was. He just hit it so hard that I thought it was a bigger fish. Then he came right downstream at me. Another strong fish. This one is very strong. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's a little bigger than I thought it was. That's probably a 12-inch brown. Maybe a 13-inch brown. Hooked right in the corner of the mouth. We're gonna get him unhooked. Love the fall colors on these things. That is just a beautiful fish. Right back in. All right, last cast. Last cast. There we go. Little guy. Little guy. I think he threw it. Yeah, he threw it. All right, so I kind of not intentionally lost that fish, but I tried to pick up my slack, and as I was picking up my slack, he threw it. But that was just like an 8-inch brown, 10-inch brown. There are so many fish jumping right now, it's unbelievable. And there's really not much of a hatch either, which is very strange. I mean, these fish are going crazy. I mean, there is some little hatches. I mean, it looks like a little caddis. type hatches, but fish are just going wild right now. Oh, that was a nice fish. That was a nice fish. Hit it on the move. No contact. He actually jumped in front of that. I've missed a couple nice fish this evening, but all right, last cast. There's fish jumping all over this place, but I've been through it twice and they definitely seem a little leader shy. So last cast here, then I'm going to head back downriver. All right, folks, that is all for the evening. What an absolute blast that was. Picking up all them browns, skating that dry fly like that. That was amazing. Them things were just hammering it. I mean, them things are fun to catch anyway, but when you catch them on top like that, it was just an absolute blast. But it is pretty well dark right now, and I gotta head out of here. There's a gate they close pretty much at dusk, so I gotta get out of here pretty much right now. So we're gonna wrap this up, and we'll see you guys on the next one.